Look at those absolutely perfect crumpets. Hi everyone, welcome to Backyard Chef. I'm Rick. Today, crumpets, the best breakfast after a roast dinner, made with mashed potatoes. That's right, we're going to make mashed potato crumpets, the first on the internet. No one's ever made it before. Let's do it. In here, all-purpose plain flour. In here, baking powder, salt, sugar. Boom, in there. Little mix in. Now this is a nice, quick, steady recipe, and it gives a fantastic texture to the crumpets. Mashed potato in there. Just chuck that to one side, bring in some warm water. So we're going in there with about a teaspoon of dried yeast, and we're going to see if it activates itself. We're going to give that in there, give it a little stir up, and we're going to leave it to activate. See if it bubbles. If it bubbles, we're good to go. If it doesn't, we need a fresh bag of yeast. Mashed potato and our flour. Lumpy mashed potato, bring it in with the flour. We don't want all these lumps in here, because we're going to have lumps in our crumpets. So all we're doing is rubbing it between our fingers and thumbs like you would if you were making pastry, and we're actually dissolving the potato into the flour. If you've got a couple of lumps, it doesn't matter, but we don't want lumpy potatoes. That's good enough. We've got a couple of lumps in there. They should dissolve when we start making our batter. Okay, we're getting a few bubbles on there, look. Right, what we're going to do is chuck our water in here and give this a mix in. Now we want a thick batter, so we might have to add a little bit more water. In there with our yeast mix. Give it a little mix in. Okay, just give it a quick stir around, mix it all in. That'll do, I reckon. Right, what we're going to do, we're going to put a cover over this. We're going to cover it anywhere between 15 to 40 minutes. We want loads of bubbles on there. So I've got the usual super duper bag, and we're in. That's it. Just leave it there till it bubbles all over. Okay, so we've been about an hour. Let's have a look in here. There we go. It's all bubbled up. Look at that. That looks absolutely tremendous. That's going to be perfect. Okay, we need to get a pan on. Actually, what we need to do, I'm using these rings today. Okay, and we're going to probably just put a little ladle in there, not fill it all the way up, as they won't cook. So we're going to put a ladle in the bottom, or half a ladle. I'm using a big ladle. So I'm going to brush these out with butter, quickly brush that out with butter, and then we're ready to go. So a bit of butter in here, look, and you can see it's quite cool today. The butter is quite solid. Okay, just put that there, and then what we're going to do is brush these out. So it's very straightforward. We want to butter out inside our rings. And you know, it's common sense, it's to stop the mixture from sticking. Come on. That's one done. You know, you don't have to use a brush either. What you could do is just rub it around with your fingers or some kitchen towel, anything like that. Want a flame on. Now we're going to heat the pan up, and they do say we heat the pan up for about 180 to 190 degrees. And then all we do is we take our rings and we put our rings in the pan. And then we're in there with some of our mix. And we're going to probably have to go for a bigger ladle. Oh, we'll see how we go, eh? There we go. We'll see how we go. All we do is let it cook nice and slow. Slow, slow, slow. The heat's got to come up from the bottom and open up. Open up the crumpets. You know, crumpets are all full of holes. So what you're looking for when you're actually cooking crumpets is the moisture to have gone off the crumpet altogether. Now this crumpet that we're cooking here is cooking quicker than these. It might be hotter in this pan. Also, we didn't put as much mix in there by looking at it, but that's cooking very, very well on top of there. And it looks like we're going to be turning this one before any. This has got that perfect crumpet look. So we're just going to turn it over and we're going to cook this side. So it's just nice and slow. Slightly different texture on these because we're using that mashed potato. They look sensational. These are super, super soft. Look at that. Look at that. On there. So it's just butter out your rings again and get them back in there. So back in with your rings and we repeat the same process. It looks like this one's done again before any of them. We need to be flipping that over. Let's get that turned. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, soft. Look at that. So as you can see, as we're cooking, the actual shine goes from the fluid and it goes dull. That means it's ready for turning over. Now the only problem is that if this is not set up enough on the top, when you turn it, you're going to lose your bubbles. It's just so soft, this. Look at that nice little crispy bottom on there. That is lovely. They're very soft, these. They're like little sponges. You know, they're not quite the same as making a crumpet without the mashed potato. The mashed potato has got the starches in and everything that's holding it all together and making it soft. Look at those mashed potato crumpets made. Slightly different texture. In fact, a lot different texture because they've got the mashed potato in. They are fantastic. Just let them cool down a little minute and we'll give a try. Just grab a couple of these in the toaster. On it goes. Look at those absolutely perfect crumpets. Nice crust on there from the toaster. Look at those, they are beautiful. Oh, what are they like? They're soft. Look in there. We've got a nice crunchy bottom, obviously. Now do they Do they look like crumpets? Yes, they do. And the butter is soaked through. Oh, look at that. Wow. Obviously, they're not bread crumpets. They've got mashed potato in. They're fantastic. They're pliable. They're delicious. Honey on, cracker fried egg on, anything. The first on the internet. How's that? You've seen it here. If you like what I'm covered in butter, but you always get covered in butter when you eat crumpets. If you like what we're doing, don't forget share with your friends. Tell them how easy it is to make mashed potato crumpets. Good way to use up mashed potatoes after a roast dinner the following day in the morning instead of bubble and squeak. What an alternative. If you like what we're doing, big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, ring that bell. Catch you in the next video. Oh, looky in there.